All right, folks. Well, that's going to be it for this round of...
Oh, you want to talk about this?
Okay, I'm going to put a PS on this. Spider-Man with great power. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this way back.
Mm-hmm.
The David Lapham, Tony Harris series finally collected in a trade.
5 issues.
5-issue trade. The books themselves were what? How many pages?
Well, 22.
Was
standard.
it 22 standard?
It was a cardstock classic
Cardstock 22 start. So it was 5 issues at $4 a pop. So that if you had bought the 5 issues and you paid the $4, you would have paid $20 for it.
Mm-hmm.
And with them collecting that series and putting it in a hardcover, the hardcover here is $25. Mm-hmm. If you come to Dreamland Comics,
it's 25%.
It's 25% off. You end up paying $20 anyway for a hardcover. I'm going to tell you right now, if Marvel had decided to do this from the very beginning with that miniseries, I wouldn't have been offended by it as I was because of the cover price.
Right.
Okay, because this gives it's something special. Okay, and like this it works. So
well, that's you go even further, and this Joker hardcover was $20, and this is an original
graphic novel,
and this is only $20.
Right.
So
and then I'll go into now in this one, and this is again me trying to give Marvel a little bit of a break because we've been hammering them so much. But here we have the first 7 issues of Invincible Iron Man. Okay, Invincible Iron Man is a $2.99 book, so that's $31. Am I doing my math correct? No, $21. $21 for 7 issues, and here $24.99. Okay. But it's a hardcover, so I can give them a little slack on it being a hardcover, a couple extra bucks for the hardcover. But see, this is what they should be charging for their graphic novels and their collections. I'll accept a couple extra bucks because you're giving me this, hardcover book. But if they had said $30 for this, then I would have said screw it. And when you go to most comic shops, if you're a comic shop member, you get a discount on, most comic shops offer a discount on graphic novels and collections, trade paperbacks. So you get it made up to you there. But I say this as an appeal to the sensible people at Marvel. I know that there are sensible people there, and I know you folks love comics. I know you folks want to read comics, want people to read comics, and I know there are realities behind the finances of comic books. Yes, comics cost more because it costs more to produce them. But you've got to be, if you're going to do something which you can't rationalize outside of that office, okay? I can rationalize charging a couple bucks more for 7 issues collected in a trade paperback with a hardcover, okay? I can rationalize that. I can't rationalize this when it was a single. Okay, when there were singles that also didn't always come out on time.
Yeah.
Didn't that book get delayed a bunch of times?
Well, yeah, because Tony Harris didn't even do the last issue.
Right, he did? Who did the last issue?
David Lapham.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
there
he
you
drew
go.
the last issue.
So you see, it's time for comic companies to be upfront with the consumers, with the readers, and understand, guys, we love this stuff. But don't alienate us by pricing us out of the market, okay? By telling us that we have to decide between the trades and the singles or the companies or whatever. Because recently, it seems like Marvel is pricing itself to the point where all you can afford is Marvel, okay? And then you get a company like Dark Horse where you get, pull out this Buffy trade down here. 4 issues of Buffy, okay?
That's not 4.
How many? It was 4, right?
I think there's more though because there's always like.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Story arcs.
So it's collecting issues 6, 7, 8, and 9, plus here issue number 10. So that's 5 issues of Buffy that if you bought them singularly,
it'd be $15.
$15, all collected, $15.95 plus. You got a little extra here in the back covers.
Well, and plus, Buffy comics are usually more than 22 pages.
More than 22 pages. That is correct.
Yeah.
They're more. A lot of times they go 24, 25 pages, and they don't charge you extra for it in a $2.99 book. So see, this is a company wanting to make sure that their fans can afford the books and make them accessible. So look at this.
And not to go off on a completely different tangent, but the first volume of Scalped and a lot of first volumes of Vertigo books are $9.99 because they want you to get that initial.
They want you to read
They
them.
want you to
Yes.
get into it. So $9.99 for 6 issues of Scalped, that's a fucking deal.
So my question to comic companies is this, okay? Are those extra couple bucks, are you willing to risk your readership for those extra couple bucks on a book? I mean, that's really what the question comes down to. That's a question that comic fans are going to have to ask themselves in the coming year when it comes to deciding what books they're going to buy. Because I'm going to tell you now.
I'm already doing it.
Yeah, I've already dropped a lot of books. From here on out, if a book says $3.99 on it, I will be more likely to leave it on the shelf than I will be to pick it up. If a title that I'm reading now goes up to $3.99 a month, I am more likely to drop it from my pull list than I am to keep it. So, I'm just saying that, and I know there are a lot of fans who feel the same way that we do. Guys, we love what you're doing. We love the characters, the Marvel Universe, the DC Universe, Image, Dark Horse. Understand that this comes from fans that care about the product, that care about what's going on. We don't want to be just, chicken littles that scream the sky is falling. We don't want to be negative Nellies who are just ripping on what goes on. As you can see here, we have a whole stack of books that came out this year. It's just a small representation of all the really good stuff that happened in the market. But is this sack going to get even smaller because people just can't buy it? I don't know. And that's a question that I guess will be answered in the coming year. Anything else?
No, I think that covers it.
Think that covers it? Well, folks, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with us this year. Thanks for sticking with us. For all you fans out there who've commented, who come in every time we post these videos, every time they're up, we know that you're there. We know that you're watching. Please understand that we appreciate that we read every comment that you leave for us. And we want the next year to be even better than the year before. This has been our year. We've been doing this for just 1 year.
Not yet. I think we.
Well, I'm just saying we started at the beginning of the year,
right,
and we're closing out the year.
Yeah.
So I mean, no, it's not. But this is issue 13. Mm-hmm. So, just so you know, again, this has been what started out as just kind of a little experiment. And seeing if this is something we could do and if we'd like to do has taken off nicely. So thanks, folks, for joining us. This is Elliott Serrano.
Jose Melendez.
From Dreamland Comics. We will see you in 09.